Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to PwnTV. I've been kind of playing this game on and off all weekend while I'm studying for midterms. And where I left off last was basically wiping over and over to Lilith, and it was not fun for me or anyone that was watching. But I did manage to secure a win against her earlier on stream. And she didn't drop, right? So I'm like, okay, well, if she's not gonna drop, I'll just take a break and come back. And I came back from my break, and I decided, since the stream was lagging, I'll try without streaming and see if the lag improves. And if that happens, then I'll actually be able to win the content probably a little bit better, more consistently. And she dropped, and she dropped multiple times, like. I don't know if the log goes back far enough, but when I came back, I played and I didn't lose, and she didn't drop, and I played again, and I didn't lose, and she gave me the hat. And then I played a third time, and I didn't lose, and she didn't drop. And then I played a fourth time, and I didn't lose, and she gave me the body piece right here on easy mode. This is all easy mode. So if I had to predict, I probably am not getting a drop on this next run that I just queued up for, but it's a really easy fight, you guys. Like, out of all the fights that Square Enix has released, out of all the really good gear that's come out in the last couple months, this is the easiest to get, and there's so many good pieces that she drops. It's all really good stuff, and you can solo it on Scholar, on very easy mode, or even on easy mode. Once you get to normal, though, I don't think it's soloable anymore at that point, at least not with my strategy. The trusts would most likely die to the Doom Aura on the Fetters, which they get a Doom Aura on normal difficulty or higher. But on easy difficulty, which is what I've been spamming, yes, they die, like they're paper paladins. Yeah, that's true, but if they don't die, then you can just kill the boss on easy mode with Scholar. So that's the tricky part, though, is making sure that they don't die. That's why when I stream it, any lag at all, and it screws me up, because I also have to cure or we wipe, because my trusts will run out of mana. They've got pretty good mana, pretty good refresh, but not great. Me, on the other hand, I'm pretty legendary on Scholar in this content, because all of my Aspers can crit, and I get hundreds of MP back when I Asper, and I can spam that, so I can fill up quite quickly. I also have a weapon skill, in addition to like this Asper spell and Asper 2 spell that I can spam. I have a weapon skill that gives me MP back, like 400 or 500 at a time. I also have Sublimation, so that can give me 400 or 500 MP back at a time. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. And my accuracy is really high in my melee set, because I use all the +2 ambuscade gear that has the accuracy on it, like the Jokri stuff. Accuracy out the ass, and you can land all your attacks on easy mode, no problem. So I could just TP up to 1,000, and typically I use Shatter Soul, because I don't need MP, because I have so many other ways to get MP. So typically I'll use, once in a blue moon I'll use Merkur, but typically I'll use Shatter Soul. I'll hit him with the Shatter Soul. That's about 2 minutes magic defense down debuff on the boss. And over the course of those 2 minutes, I'll spam. I'll make sure that I have Firestorm 2 on. I'll make sure that I have Climaform on. That's kind of my bread and butter for attack up on my magic bursts. So like I'll have the Firestorm, the Climaform, and then while the magic defense down is on the boss, I'll just go ahead and I'll do my fusion skill chain with my stratagems, which I'm able to do, and I'll land a Pyrohelix magic burst. And then while she's ticking down from that, I can basically just cure for the rest of the fight until it wears off and do it again, and I'll win that way. Or I'll just keep doing my skill chains and fire 5 and fire 4 and fire 3 until she's dead. Either way, combination of those things, and that actually just always wins, basically. Provided I can keep the tank healthy and it doesn't get one-shot, like if I'm in the middle of casting a combo and the white mage is low on mana or even out, or casting another spell, like maybe the protect was dispelled, so the white mage is busy casting a protect spell. If that happens at the wrong time, yeah, it would spell utter chaos for me because I'm only curing on the side. And I'm not even in light arts mode, I'm in dark arts mode. So it's really tricky, but, you know, 4 in a row so far since I got back from break that I didn't get on camera. I should have. Shame on me. But we've made progress. This is progress, I'll say. 2 out of the 5 armor pieces that I'm trying to get, just for Lockstyle, the ultimate in-game of Final Fantasy XI. I'm down. Let me get the other 3 pieces today. That would be great. I'll be very psyched if I get another drop on this run. I really don't see it happening. That said, I did improve some of my gear choices for this content. So I have been using Jack Belt for the Treasure Hunter 1 that it has. And I have been using Chironic Hose for the Treasure Hunter 2 Dark Matter Aug that I've made. That was hard, but I got it, so that's 3, right? But Wiki says you can cap at 4 on gear, so I needed a 4th Treasure Hunter somehow, and I didn't want to go ahead and invest heavily in Dark Matter to make that happen. And it's not a free Dark Matter Aug campaign right now, so I can't make that happen for free. So what I decided to do instead was look up how to get this item, and it turns out that for the next 5 days or so, we're at the very end of the campaign that gives you this item again. Like, it rotated, and it's this campaign. So I was able to quickly go ahead and spend my login points at the Garita Moogle to grab 2 white Rareb caps for 300 login points apiece, and I just synergized it really quick. And now I have a white Rareb cap plus 1, which I remember having once upon a time. I must have thrown it away because it's not on my Mog slip. I checked. And I was just like, you know, I'm going to get this because it's Treasure Hunter 1. I don't know why I would have ever thrown it away. Maybe I just didn't bother getting it for inventory issues. But now it seems very relevant because most of my mages, in fact, all of my Chironic mages, that would be your White, Red, Bard, and Scholar, they all have Treasure Hunter 3. That's it. That's what they have. So they need the 4th one somehow. This gives me the 4th one that I need for free, basically, because like, the login points didn't cost me anything. And it's there, and I got it. So now, when I cast my Treasure Hunter spell, which I have a spell that all the Treasure Hunter gear gets equipped when I cast it. Now when that happens, it's Treasure Hunter 4 in gear on that spell that I throw on the boss as a debuff. On top of the fact that I am subbing Thief, and as far as I understand it, since I get my gear buffs and my trait buffs when they calculate things like Treasure Hunter debuff, I have Treasure Hunter 1 and 2 in traits because I'm subbing Thief. Sub Thief gets Treasure Hunter 1 and also gets Treasure Hunter 2. And so since I have Treasure Hunter 2 on Sub Thief, I'm always going to have that whenever I do anything to the target. If I generate any immunity at all, I attack them, I cast a spell. If I hit them in any way, they get the Treasure Hunter 2. If I hit them with the Treasure Hunter 4 gear on, they already had the Treasure Hunter 2. The way I understand it is it goes up to 6, but there are people that say it goes up to 4 in that case. And so it's one of those two, but whatever it is, I'm capped either way at this point. I'm fine with that. Treasure Hunter 4 versus Treasure Hunter 6, I don't care one way or the other. I'm still subbing Thief to test this out and make this happen. I'm probably never not bringing a Thief to do this content because if it does work and it is free Treasure Hunter 2 bonus, why would I not want to do that if I can easily do that and get away with it? That's my argument, so I'm just going to keep doing it. And honestly, Scholar sub job doesn't matter. Like, you could bring Red Mage, it's great, Frazzle's fantastic, but it really doesn't matter. But Treasure Hunter seems to matter. So yeah, so Scholar sub Thief seems really good, actually. Now, I know that the wait is really long right now here on Azra, so I guess we got to figure out what page we're on. It looks like we're page 630. And they're on page 621, guys. So it's going to be a while before I can actually get to page 630. And that is unfortunate because I just told you everything that you need to be caught up on what's going on today. It is fantastic that I managed to get 2 Malignance pieces in a single sitting, because I've been farming Malignance for a long time, and I got all the accessories and weapons, like, forever ago, right? Feels like. And I lost my fair share of content that I shouldn't have, including some Treasure Hunter 14s that I made. I got the treasure hunter 14 and I couldn't close the fight. And it was really, really frustrating. Like, getting that high of a treasure hunter value is a headache by itself. Like, and then to lose that on top of that, that sucks. So I just decided that Thief is great and all. Yeah, people should gear Thief. Thief is a fantastic job. You should gear it. It's great for farming Abyssy. It's great for doing a lot of high-tier battlefield content. But I swear by these words, it sucks to bring Thief to Lilith. If you're fighting Lilith, Thief is fucking garbage. There's a lot of... I have, like, I'm not going to say the best, because people are going to call me out on it. But in my opinion, my Thief cannot improve for Lilith. Just can't improve for Lilith. For what I do, for my strategy, when I bring Thief to do Lilith, it's perfect. Everything's perfect. There's very few things I would even bother looking into changing. That would probably be my snapshot set, my ranged accuracy / ranged attack set, something like that, something along those lines, because my win condition does happen to be this bow that I've been working on. And I've been smashing on Thief against Lilith without the ultimate version of this bow, but I just got the ultimate version of this bow yesterday, and that is the Uller. I had Kaja bow for months, but I got lucky on a Gobby box with an SP Gobby Dial key yesterday, and I was able to get a Pulse Panoplia weapon, the Great Katana, Tinkomaru, and I was able to turn that in immediately to upgrade one of my Kaja weapons, which I have a few sitting around waiting for Pulse Panoplias to drop. So I just got one out of the Gobby box, and I was like, yeah, done, okay, great. I got the bow done. I didn't even hesitate. I was thinking, like, I double-checked really quick just to look at all the other stuff I had. I was like, I can make so many really good shiny weapons, but it's not going to be the bow that I need for my Thief against Lilith, so that is not going to happen. So I got this bow. So this bow will shred Lilith. It will fucking rip Lilith a new one, and the arrow will as well. But the issue that I have with Thief, well, the arrow's put away right now, but it's Beryllium arrow. It's a superior 2 arrow. It's the best in slot for Thief. The issue that I have with Lilith right now when I bring Thief is it takes forever to upgrade the Treasure Hunter, and that's so many other opportunities that Lilith has to just shit on my Thief before I ever consider doing any damage to her to bring her life down. On top of the fact that I don't have a damage overtime that would reliably stick to her, because when you run out of the ring to die in the event of a wipe, or you want to die in a safe spot, you would run out of the ring, right? Well, when you do that, when she follows you out, she automatically loses the helix you put on her, or the Diaspell that you put on her. Any of the damage over time that you did, with like maybe the exception of Venom Sting. Like if you do like, Wasp Sting or Viper Bite on Thief, like the dagger weapon skill that poisons, something like that might stick and stay. I haven't tested it, but I do know that it wears off fairly quickly as well. Viper Bite does, even at 3000 TP. So it's less relevant than helixes would typically be in general. Like generally speaking, helixes are your best source of damage over time for the duration that they exist, because they exist for such a long duration on a really good scholar. They're a fantastic way to keep the boss from regenerating to 100%, and at that moment they would lose their Treasure Hunter debuff that you put on them. So that would suck if that happened, and it does all the time. When you wipe on Thief, she regenerates, and all of your Treasure Hunter gets wiped off when she hits 100. Like the moment she ticks up to 100, Treasure Hunter's gone. You gotta start all over. That sucks, because it takes 10 to 15 minutes to cap that shit. One wipe means you don't have time to kill her, basically, right? But on Scholar, even if this shit hits the fan, yeah, I don't have Treasure Hunter 14 million bajillion, but hey, if I wipe, she's got a helix, and if I was lucky, she didn't follow me out of the ring, and I died like on the edge of the ring or something like that, something where I died in such a way where she lost aggro in the middle of the ring and didn't lose the helix. Something like that would be ideal, and it's rare that I've seen that happen. But it's also rare that I've wiped and been able to recover in general. But it is more possible to do this on Scholar, simply because you're not trying to stack TH for 15 minutes, because you don't care at that point. It's not even a mechanic for you on Scholar, so you just don't even consider it. So all that time that you would spend capping the TH, forget about it. That's time that you get to spend nuking the shit out of the boss, and you have plenty of it, because it's a 30-minute fight. So if you wiped halfway through on Scholar, you don't have to wait the last 15 minutes wasting it on treasure hunter procs. You could just simply kill the boss. On Thief, yeah, maybe you could do that, but the problem there also is Thief's going to be weakened for 5 minutes or whatever it is, and how are they going to do any damage while they're weakened? I mean, you have the bow. In this case, I have the bow, the ultimate ambuscade bow, so from a distance I could shoot, but the arrows are not cheap, nor are they easy to acquire, so I will run out if I rush through all of my arrows trying to DPS with them. And that is a great way to DPS on Thief, but it's expensive, like I said, and it's not consistent, because your speed at which you can fire while you're weakened is greatly affected. So while you're weakened, your speed sucks on firing arrows, and so your DPS sucks, basically. Plus you're half health, right? So, and you're not going to get a lot of buffs really quick because the trusts are busy buffing the party from the very start when you re-engage, right? When you re-engage, all the trusts will start casting their buffs. So yeah, Thief is really tricky to win with. So I stopped. So I just stopped in general, stopped bringing Thief to this content, and I've been bringing Scholar to this content. It's just so easy to recover from a wipe on Scholar. And hopefully we don't even have to worry about that, because I got cure spells. I can keep my tank alive, no problem. I just have to be on it. I have to be on it, and I have to not be lagging, which typically does happen when I stream for long periods of time. I'll start lagging, so hopefully we're good since I just started the stream. Probably only have time for one run though, and chances are it's not going to drop, because like I said, we got the body in the head just now, so we probably are due for a treasure pool that is quite empty on this run, since I just basically got crit drops. 2 out of the last 4 were crit drops. Very, very rare, considering most everyone else says it's 1 out of 10 that you get a piece, and I got 2 out of 4. That's a bit extreme. Alright, so I sorted my trusts to where they're at the bottom of the list, so I can just quickly pick the ones for this fight that I need. Probably should do that with my spells too, but I kind of remember where all the relevant ones are. I don't use macros all that often. I don't like them, I don't trust them. I don't like remembering what they do, or having to refresh and tap through all of them to remember what they do. So I'll play from the menu as much as possible, but I do have a fusion macro that I'll spam. It's pretty good. I have another one that's like 2 different macros for part 1 of the fusion and part 2 of the fusion, but I'll just use the single one this time. Occasionally I'll get interrupted by one of their weapon skills, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully that we keep that to a minimum. That would be nice. I really don't need Accession White. I'm not sure why I did that. I know I don't need Accession White. I already have Re-Raise on. It's like the only spell I unlock. That and the Na spells, but I'm buffing right now, so I don't need the Na spells. Alright. Okay, so we've got really good protected shell. I'm gonna go ahead, throw Aurora Storm on the guys. Firestorm on myself. Fire Moth on myself. Come on now. Okay, so we're pretty up there right now, as far as being good to go. Rasa's up, so I'm probably about to blow that one. Let's do one more non-Rasa first, since we have the strats available. And that's going to be regen 5. And then we'll just blow tap into Rasa. Yeah, it's definitely time for tapping into Rasa. Alright, so I'm going to use all the strats. really don't think Rapture is going to help here on this next one, but we're going to use it anyway. So this one's going to be a Brava. We're going to go directly into Dark Arts. Addendum Black. And start prepping our sublimation. Alright, now this is the tricky part. I have to get the trusts positioned in the middle of the map, so they're away from the fetters on the edge of the map. So I have to run past Lilith without being engaged, ideally, and then engage in the very middle. Because she'll run forward, I don't want that to happen, so we got to engage her in the very middle. That's going to allow the trusts to have some gaps between where they're located and where the fetters are located. So they take very little damage from the fetters in this case. Okay, so we're pretty much ready, but since I know I can land my melees, I'm just going to melee for now. I don't think she's going to use her charm. I don't have haste, but I'm not missing, so we're good. I do need to cure, though. I mean, I have Brava on everyone, so I really don't expect anyone dying. But I am feeding TP really hard right now. Believe it or not, Lilith is very pissed about my staff. So I'm going to give her the magic defense debuff that I have. As soon as I get enough for Shatter Soul. Shatter Soul. Alright, that's actually a pretty good Shatter Soul. 3,200. Not bad. Okay. Try to stay away from the fetters a little bit. Keep my back to her so she doesn't charm me. And my Firestorm's wearing off. That's not good. Okay, Cision interrupted me, so that's unfortunate. Also, I'm definitely going to have to... Let me redo Bravo really quick, because my SP's wearing off. So we're going to have to actually just do this the hard way this time. I'm experiencing a little bit of lag. Let's get Bravo on everyone before I lose my 1 hour. Refresh this Bravo spell. Oh, don't knock me back. Come on now. Oh, I got it. Okay, good. Alright. Good for a few minutes. The grind, guys. The grind. Back to Dark Arts mode. So we really didn't do any damage with Tabula Rasa just now. So that is very unfortunate. But that's not the first time that that's happened. So really at this point I just have to out-tempo her, and it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even need Tabula for this. I just like the Umbrava, to be totally honest, and we got that, so like, mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I'm on Fire 5. I'm pretty sure she still has the Helix on. Kind of paying attention. Looks like I'm not gonna land that though. Oh, I did land it. Okay, good. Yeah, the log didn't show me the fusion right away. Let's do that again. Actually, I'm gonna Asper first. It's already off of cooldown. Get a big chunk back. Agito Marujudo's on point with the dispels, dude. I'm telling you, Dread Spikes is non-existent. I don't even have to worry about it. I have Dispel, I could do it, but I don't have to. Agito is on point. On point. Alright, there's another Cision. Okay, because he did his Orbital Blade. It's really screwing up my skill chains. I have 2 left, okay. Alright, let's go. There it is. Got it. Try to land the Fire 3 as well. sad face. No problem. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Everyone's pretty full on mana. Arc EV's getting chunked. And Brava's still on. Go ahead and throw Arc a regen 5. Yeah, that's cute. You can fight me, I don't care. You're not gonna get anything out of it. Your fetters might kill me though, holy shit. Okay, I think I have enough for 2 at this point. I do. So let's go for it. Cast because I'm lagging and I don't know if it went through or not. So let's see. It didn't go through. Okay, great. Yeah. The fact that I'm streaming is really screwing with my frames right now, so it looks like I'm not able to really play to the best of my ability, but I think I could still win. I think we can manage. Probably need to change OBS settings for streaming. Because I'm streaming and recording for YouTube at the moment, so it's really like, it's really all over the place. Nope. I sold that shank already. It went really quick, surprisingly. But I guess defending ring is kind of an important item. Okay, here's the 2 strats. Let's go ahead and fusion again. And I'm going to throw up another Pyro Helix 2. Dualius as well, hopefully, if I'm good enough. If I'm good enough, let's go. Did I get it? Come on, the lag, oh my god. I would have gotten it if I wasn't streaming, I'd tell you. Oh, that sucks. And I don't have Rasa now, so it's gonna be a grind, guys. I'm just gonna start chunking. I don't need magic bursts. Heal everyone up real quick. I guess I can also come through and heal. I am capable. $2K auto attacks, basically, if you think about it. It's not bad. Throw the Aspers out. Have the strats now. Throw out the fusion. Got the magic burst. Good. Very important. Shatter Soul. Pretty weak, but I'll take it. Fatal Allure. Not on Phone's Alive. Not today. Should have 2 strats. Have 2 strats. I need my Storm. And I need Climb Up Over again. White Mage needs their Storm. Because we're getting towards the end of the fight. So mana is going to be a precious commodity. Magic defense down on the boss because of Shatterstorm for 2 minutes. Probably more like 1 now. So I can hit him with that Fire 5 Magic Burst. It's going to hurt. 19,000. Right? Close to that. 15,000. That's weak. Should be higher, honestly. is you consider that I'm actually wearing the Magic Burst set. I have that set up to use the Magic Burst gear, not regular Magic Attack gear. So it's not a gear issue. I use Shatter Soul, so I get the bonus 20% damage, basically. I think that's what it calculates to be. So she should be taking almost 20k. Unless she's got some buffs on, she should be taking 20. Close to it. That's fine. She's losing like 6,000 per tick because of the Helix. Alright, here comes another one. 13,000, even worse. Okay, that's not good. I need to be doing a lot more damage than that when she gets low. So something's not right here. I guess I'll use a food effect, since we're kind of pressed for time, in a way. Just the crepe. This is like a legendary food effect, Crepe de Roy. It's a high quality version of a tropical crepe. A tropical crepe is literally twice as good as the pear crepes that everyone are usually using. So crepe, what I'm using right now is a godly magic accuracy item. So I should be seeing some pretty good numbers off of it. It really just boils down to how lucky I can get on my magic bursts, to be totally honest. Okay, so there's fire. So I'm going to use my last strat for thunder, which means I don't have a strat for ebullience, so I can't increase the potency of the burst. Throw the fire 5 out. Hopefully it's not too slow. It was too slow. Okay, that's unfortunate. I thought it was a bit slow. That's fine. Infinite mana means I can still just keep smashing him in the face with the fire spells. Or her, rather. Fire spells to the base. All the fire spells. Take all the damage. Probably should put another Helix on, because that one's probably wearing off in 60 seconds, if I had to guess. So you can see that I'm definitely putting on the rare up cap and such for the treasure hunter debuff. I have that bound to my Asper spell. So I'll Asper and it'll put on treasure hunter 4 in gear. So we're good for another magic burst. Probably should just not do any weapon skills anymore, because if he skill chain darkness, it heals the boss to full. Wait, I can't Pyro Helix right now because he interrupted my skill chain again. Okay. I'm paying attention. Alright, now that Arc doesn't have any TP though, I can go ahead and do mine. Because he's not going to be able to skill chain it. I just need to poke one more time. I have the ambuscade set on, so I'm not going to get evaded. Okay, poke one more time. Shatter Soul. Yeah, there's like no way he can skill chain that. No possible way. Or she can skill chain, because Arc's also a girl. Whatever. Angel of Doom, more like it. Okay, so that's done. So I have 2 strats. So, and I'm fully buffed, so this is gonna hurt. Fatal Allure, my back's turned, I'm good. Okay, there's fusion. I'm too slow. Too slow. Much too slow. I wanted to use ebullience, but it wasn't on it was still on cooldown. That's too bad. I wanted an ebullience Pyro Helix because that would be lethal. I would just be able to AFK and talk to you guys. But it's fine. I'll just keep chipping away, I guess. Okay, Shatter Soul just wore off. Feels like it's a bit quicker wearing off now. It's kind of scary.
probably have 2 strats by now. Plenty of MP on the mages. This party is doing great. We don't normally do this good, honestly. So, I don't know what's up. But it's about time I got a break, right? But the fight's not technically over yet, so... Like, Ark could die right there, honestly. And I'm lagging, so I can't cure him. Okay, I'm gonna throw a regen 5 on him, though. Help him out a little bit. Or her. Rather. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and rebuff my guy. So it'll take about 2 magic bursts to kill her from this point. Still want a magic burst to Helix. Really like, yeah, I've got plenty of strats. So hopefully this works. Hopefully I can actually land it. Shatter Soul's not on, but it'll still do pretty decent. Around 6k. Use Ebullience. Use Pyro Helix too. Let's go. 61. Damn it, it didn't magic burst. That's so stupid. Whatever, Rich. Not scared of you. Let's go. Give me TP, please. I'm begging you. Because at this point, all she can do is slash me to the face for 1,000, and I still don't die from that. And I'll probably lose hate as well. Typically, that's, as far as I understand it, a hate reset move of some kind. So she can't do anything to me. She's about useless right now. Now, if she hits me with impact, I'm fucked. All she has to do is use impact and then swipe, and I'm dead. Okay, let's not get charmed. Okay, Shatter Soul puts you at 4. 3, because that Helix is still on you. A couple nukes will kill you, but let's do it with some style. Y'all ready for this? Big numbers! Big numbers! Woo! Alright! Magic Burst Fire! 4,100 damage. Aw, no loot. I was expecting no loot though. So yeah, very, very straightforward, easy fight on Scholar though, honestly. And if you have the Treasure Hunter gear for the job, which is easy to get, you can get the hat right now for 600 login points because you gotta buy 2 of the normal quality and synergize it. I believe it's 10 ice to do this one, and it's easy to do that. You get the Chak belt off of what, Auction House for like next to nothing. No, it's not Auction House. I forget how to get this. I think it's the shark, isn't it? Isn't it the Wildskeeper Reef shark? Whatever it is, it's like, I think it's a Wildskeeper Reef or Delve or something. But you could buy it with Mewa Plasm, especially if you've already done the clear. I think you could just get it with Mewa Plasm, which you could just get that with Sparks. So, like, you could get this Chak belt real easy. It was easy for me to get. And then any Dark Matter Og for 2 would be amazing, because that would put you right at 4. Otherwise, you need 2 pieces that are both at 4, which, you know, that's on my to-do list. I'll get the 2 pieces that are at 4, and I won't have to use the Chak belt or the level 1 hat. So that would mean that I would never not be 119, even when I'm doing my Treasure Hunter application, you know? So that would have some merit there, something to look forward to. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get back to homework, guys, because, you know, midterm week and all, and I just wanted to show you guys a better one, because I ended the last one with kind of a shitty loss, and I was kind of tilted, but yeah, I perfected the strategy a little bit better, and as you can see, it's starting to pay off. 2 out of 5 on the gear. We'll get there, but until next time, I'll see ya. Thanks for watching.